The Weight of Memory. Episode 25, Kalatawa's Deadly Lies, the Double Murder and Trial of Alfred D. Zoysa, 1966-1970, the Kalatawa Double Murder Case, a crime that captivated a nation. In the mid-1960s, one case gripped Sri Lanka's conscience. From tea shops and villages to Colombo's offices, the Kalatawa case dominated conversation, a tale of wealth, deceit, and murder. What made it unforgettable was not only the crime, but the symbol buried with it, a brand new Austin Cambridge, hidden underground to erase evidence. Its burial became a metaphor for arrogance, privilege, and the belief that money could bury truth itself. Alfred de Zoysa, power and influence. At the center stood Alfred de Zoysa, a charismatic tavern owner and businessman in Anuradhapura. His empire spanned Iraq taverns, irrigation contracts, and land holdings, well connected to politicians and professionals. Zoysa was both admired and feared. The spark, tavern-tender rivalry. In 1966, a tender for tavern licenses brought S.R. Kandia, a Jaffna businessman, into Zoysa's territory. Kandia arrived with Rs. 66,500 to bid. Zoysa threatened, offered Rs. 65,000 as a gift to withdraw. Kandia refused. Soon after, near Buoya Bridge, Kandia was ambushed, his car and cash stolen in a robbery orchestrated by Zoysa's men. Murder of witnesses. Two of Zoysa's employees, P.K.D. Pereira, a retired mechanic, and Julius Sandra Segara, a technical officer, knew too much. They were murdered, their bodies burned and buried in Zoysa's Kalatawa estate. Only Pereira's remains were identified. Sandra Sagara's body was never found. The breakthrough, the case cracked open when Punchy Bandage Jaya Sena narrowly escaped being burned alive. His testimony led police to a hut with a tied-up victim and a can of diesel. Zoysa was arrested, and a vast criminal network began to unravel. CID investigation. The Criminal Investigation Department, CID, mounted a meticulous probe, deploying undercover officers disguised as laborers and vendors. Key discoveries included the Austin Cambridge car, buried 15 feet underground, excavated charred bones, a double belt buckle, and a bag frame, critical forensic evidence linking Pereira to the site. Testimonies from informants revealing Zoysa's plans to silence witnesses. CID officers such as Sergeant M.H.P. Fernando, PCUA Piasana, and Inspector Upali Siniviratne played pivotal roles in cracking the trial. In 1970, Zoysa and accomplices W. Piadasa, Kalu Albert, and W. Fernando, Willie Mama, faced charges of double murder and conspiracy. Despite intimidation attempts, the prosecution presented forensic analysis of bones in the belt buckle, witness accounts of the murders and burials, circumstantial evidence linking Zoysa to the stolen car and illicit distillery. The jury found all three guilty. Zoysa and Kalu Albert were sentenced to death and hanged in 1972. Willie Mama died in prison before execution. Why? The case was groundbreaking. Conviction without a complete body, a rarity in Sri Lankan law, exposed the nexus of crime and political influence, demonstrated CID's tenacity in navigating intimidation and deceit, inspired books, newspaper series, and public debate on justice and corruption. The case became a cautionary saga, unchecked power and betrayal ultimately undone by justice. Key figures in the investigation. Senior Inspector M.K.J. Pereira coordinated the broader investigation. S.P. Terrell Gunatilaka directed major operations, including excavation of the buried car. Inspector Upali Senevaratne identified forensic clues like the belt buckle. Sergeant M.H.P. Fernando and PCUA Piasina went undercover in Anuradhapura markets, gathering intelligence. ASPA Mahindran coordinated local police raids and arrests. SPC Donapala oversaw regional police support. Inspector S.S. Navaratnaraja and S.I. Nalan Delgoda, early responders who helped apprehend suspects. Informant Hetiarach Chiga Don Juvan Apuhami revealed the burial site of the stolen car. This was a master class in multi-agency coordination, blending CI, local police, informants, and forensic experts. Authoritative sources. 1. The Sunday Times, double belt buckle that undid a double murder. Kumudini Hetiarachchi. 2. Justice A.C. Gallus, famous criminal cases of Sri Lanka, Alfred de Zoysa and the Kalatawa murders. 3. Court of Criminal Appeal Judgment, 1971. Alfred de Zoysa v. the Queen. Conclusion: the Kalatawa case remains one of Sri Lanka's most sensational criminal sagas. It revealed how arrogance and privilege sought to bury truth, literally with a car and figuratively with intimidation. Yet through the persistence of investigators and the resilience of justice, Alfred de Zoysa's empire crumbled. His downfall stands as a stark reminder: no wealth or influence can forever conceal the truth once unearthed.